I just wanted to acknowledge the atrocious attack on the charity, the Jewish charity, these jihadi Islamists who actually been linked to IRGC have burned over the night. They have burned the three ambulances of a charity organization in UK. This is atrocious. It's not shocking. They are like ticking bomb. Every day they might do something, horrible. My question is around. Well, I was gonna say, would you think, Armin, if whatever happened in the last couple of days with Mr. President Trump putting that comment of 48 hours and everything, do you think that could be a strategy of dividing the IRGC's remainder zombies in a higher rank to fight? Maybe he hasn't spoken to anybody, but now nobody knows who he's been talking to, and they think, oh, was it Ghalibaf? Was it the other one? And they would think that, oh, I'm missing out on something. Those people on the higher rank of the IRGC or the Mullahs regime. Maybe this is just to divide them even more, but not knowing who's Trump has been talking to. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we discussed this. I mean, here's a visualization for that. Yeah. So they're all turning on each other, and
Yeah.
like who's talking. Yeah. So this is the, I don't know if you know this meme format. There's Trump over there at the back
Yeah. Yeah.
behind the box. I don't know
All
if you
right.
guys see
Right.
that.
Right. Right.
Okay.
All
So
right.
yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
sorry if I
we
missed
talked
you.
about.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh, I'm sorry if
No,
I
that's
missed it.
okay.
So I've got the extra question. So would you agree that these stupid mullahs, they're not capable of thinking and making a strategy? Do you think there is
No.
a stronger power behind them, sorting them out, like helping them? They would, any other group or they're not even organization, this a group of mafia would have been demolished by now. Do you think there's a stronger power behind them, giving them a strategy and keeping them alive for their own purposes?
Yeah, no, I don't think the mullahs are stupid or retarded. I think, and also neither the IRGC. I think they're actually very smart, and I think we should like not underestimate our enemies. They're very, very strategic. The reason why sometimes you see them doing retarded shit is because they have retarded followers, and they very much understand that they need to keep their followers supporting the regime, or else they will fall. So these are, I mean, if these people were not smart, they wouldn't be able to last for 47 years, right? I mean, they're fighting against world power. They know what they're dealing with.
Mhm,
They know their own limitations. They know their abilities of their enemy,
mhm,
and everything that they're doing makes sense if if people just understand that
mhm,
for them to survive, they need their last remaining supporters to continue to support them. And because their supporters are retarded, they need to create content and the narratives that keeps them on board with all of this. That's why they sound retarded, but they themselves are not retarded. You're
mhm.
muted. Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
I disagree in a way that we know what the mullahs like, the ahund are, they can't think of anything else apart from their what they eat and their sexual life. And that's all they think about. I
No,
believe
no, no,
there
no,
is.
no, no. Treaty. First of all, the mullah. We have thousands of mullahs, right? We can't all group them all the same together. I mean, I some of them are the mullahs are. Some of them are. I mean, if you're talking about the ones in charge, the ones who are have the decision making ability, they're not that stupid. Don't. It's very important for us not to underestimate our enemies. Like an average mullah that I see in a mosque somewhere, in our alley, they could be retarded, they could not be retarded, but the ones who are actually in charge of decision making, they're not stupid. They are actually very smart and strategic, and it's very important for us not to underestimate our enemies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, they I don't believe they do the decision. I believe someone else making those decisions for them. Someone in a stronger power and a stronger position and a
Mhm.
stronger mindset of a strategy. Someone that knows Iran and Iranian better than us,
No,
and
no,
they
no.
have
I think that's very conspiratorial, getting conspiratorial. I mean, I listen to them. I know, like, for example, Rouhani. For example,
Yeah.
Rouhani is a mullah. He's one of the
Yeah,
smartest strategic politicians I've
yeah,
ever seen.
he was bred and he brought up in UK. That's exactly what I
But
mean.
no, no, that's not exactly what you mean, because you said all mullahs. You're saying all mullahs are stupid, and Rouhani is a mullah. He's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's a mullah. He's not stupid. He knows what he's.
He's
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a mullah. It doesn't matter. We cannot. And then, what was that guy's name? Khatib. The head of
mhm,
the intelligence
mhm.
minister. He's a mullah. He knew, he was strategic. He was smart. He knew what he was doing. Right.
I
But
think
now he's dead. He's not very smart.
they are systematically being helped to survive because that's where their benefit it goes to where it's
If you
going in
so
the past
tricky, every
47
time
years.
every time you're talking about like mysterious powers from behind the scene controlling things, we're getting into the Daijan Napoloni kind of
No, no, it's
scenario.
the truth.
Yeah.
We have evidence for that.
Yeah, I mean that's what conspiracy theorists usually say, that it's truth. We have evidence for it. But again, I usually I don't agree with that line of thinking, to say like, oh, the people that you're actually seeing, they're not in charge. There are mysterious people in a dark room behind in the dark room behind the scene pulling the strings. To
Mhm.
me, that is like conspiracy theory. I don't believe in that line of thinking. I think what we see, a lot of the things that we see, the people who we see are in charge are actually in charge.
Okay, so I'll finish
Yeah.
with the with this, maybe changing the question in this way. Do you think by what Keir Starmer is doing and not putting IRGC in the terrorist group, is he helping the mullahs to survive?
Okay, so again, I see a lot of conspiracy theories for some Iranians saying that it's the British who are trying to make the mullahs survive. The British have no agenda making
No,
the
no,
mullah.
just
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
UK government, but by not putting IRGC in terrorist group, do they help mullahs to survive?
Of course, anybody who does that is helping the mullahs, obviously.
Mhm,
However,
mhm,
that is their, like, my point is that if anybody wants to take from what I'm saying, that the British government has this secret agenda to help the mullahs, I just want to add that I don't believe that to be the case. I think that what's happening with the British government is that they fucked up when it comes to their immigration policy, and what they care about is getting reelected. And like, we have so many leftists and Muslims inside the United Kingdom right now, and they're just trying to make sure that they don't piss off their own voters. It's not like they don't have it's not like the British government has any love or respect for the mullahs. It's more, they're more worried about, this is internal policy. They're more worried about the backlash internally from their own voters, rather than them having any respect or love for the mullahs.
I agree they don't have respect for them, and I agree they don't have love for them, but I surely believe that they do benefit from having them on charge, suppressing Iranian people and taking Iranian people resources. That's what I'm saying.
I I don't think the British government is the strategy is for the mullahs to survive so that the British government could take Iranian resources. I don't
Mhm.
think that's the case. I think we're that's the mindset from when the British we had the British Empire. The UK is not the British Empire that we read about in history.
Yeah,
This is a completely
absolutely not.
different
Yeah,
entity.
yeah.
This is a
I
completely different entity. Yeah, and Keir Starmer is just what, like, the only thing that the main thing that they're focusing on is, am I going to get reelected? I mean, do we have enough political support internally? That's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about stealing Iranian people's resources for the United Kingdom. That's not what they're
but
thinking.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
nobody in UK government. There are higher power in UK system that take the decisions. You surely know that, Armin. But thank you very much for the debate. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And also, I don't, again, saying there are higher powers, again, to me, that the higher power is the parliament in the UK.
No, it's
But if
House
it's
of
if
Lords. It's House of Lords, and the
uh,
House of Lords directly get their orders from
mm,
the king here.
the king has no power in the United Kingdom. Zero power. It's symbolic. I mean,
That's
it's,
not
well,
true,
not,
Armin. Every law that is passed through the commoners, the House of
no
Commoners, goes to
treaty,
the
like,
House of Lords,
yeah,
and the House
that's
of Lords.
that's symbolic. That is symbolic. They will approve it every single time. They're not going to stand against the king or the queen in United Kingdom is never going to stand against the vote of the people. Is purely symbolic. It's purely symbolic. It's the same thing in Canada. Like in Canada, also things have to be approved by the king in the UK. Do you really think that the Canadian people, like the UK, is going to come and not approve something that the Canadian people have chosen through elections? Anyways, we need to. I saw Samantha wanted to respond to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanna also say real quick,
Well,
just to take it a step further, not only is Keir Starmer, like, not motivated by trying to steal resources from Iran, he's, like, motivated by, like, not pissing off his voters. The voters who would be pissed off because they want to, like, help enable the regime to stay in power, they don't even give a shit about the resources and stealing resources. They want the regime to stay in power for, like, ideological reasons, like, whether it's, like, Islamism or anti-Western, anti-capitalism shit. So, like, no one in Britain is caring about, like, trying to steal the resources.
yeah. Uh, yeah, I agree with you, Samantha. And also, I just need to correct myself. Somebody pointed in the chat. Not all. Yeah. Okay. So not 100% all. Obviously, the king and the queen, they have some very limited decisions in some things. Yeah. So it's not 100% symbolic. So I exaggerated. But okay. All right, BT.
Thank you so much. Thank you.